Mom, Dad, hey, let's sit down and really dive into this explainer. I spend all day at work looking at how these criminals operate, but right now, I'm taking off my corporate security hat and just talking directly to you. We've really got to talk about how to protect yourselves from these insanely sophisticated phone scams that are happening literally every single day. I'm not talking about those obvious, badly spelled emails from some fake foreign prince. No, this new wave of fraud, it's highly targeted, perfectly timed, and honestly, it's terrifyingly convincing. So I want to walk you through exactly how they pull this off, step by step, using real stories, so you are 100% prepared. And look, falling for a scam today, it has nothing to do with being foolish. It's really just about being human. Take a look at this quote from a Reddit user, Landy Howard. So he gets a call, right? And the caller ID says it's his bank. The guy on the line tells him someone's trying to place a suspicious charge on his card. Naturally, to verify his identity, they ask him a few questions, send him a code, and then boom, the line just goes dead. He drove straight to his local branch, but $1,800 was already gone. He trusted his caller ID and lost thousands in the absolute blink of an eye. Now, Mom, Dad, I know what you're thinking. We're smart enough to spot a scam. How do we make sure this never happens to us? But the scary truth is anyone can fall for this. On a banking forum recently, a fellow cybersecurity professional shared that his own dad fell for this exact trap at 3 in the morning. The scammers caught him when he was sleepy, panicked, and his brain just defaulted to trusting the authority of the voice on the phone. Think about it. If the father of a literal cybersecurity expert can be tricked, absolutely anyone can. So we've got to arm you with the ultimate defense. Which brings us to Section 1, the new face of fraud. Let's look at the setup. For victims like Missy and Jessica, who lost massive sums, Jessica lost over 10 grand in a single day. This whole nightmare started with a terrifying text message. Imagine your phone buzzes and you see a glaring security breach alert. Did you authorize a $3,500 payment? Or did you use Venmo recently? Obviously, your heart drops. Your first instinct is to immediately text back no to stop the charge. But here's the catch. The very second you reply no, you've just confirmed to them that your number is active. That immediately triggers their system to call your device. The timing makes it feel so incredibly legitimate. You're sitting there thinking, wow, my bank is totally on top of this. But actually, you just walked right into a trap. Let's move to Section 2, how caller ID fools us. Here's the hard truth. You just can't trust your phone screen anymore. So you see the phone ringing right after you texted no, and you look down. It actually says your bank's name. It might literally show your local branch's exact phone number. So surely it's got to be them, right? Actually, no. Scammers use this tricky piece of technology called caller ID spoofing. The Mission Fed Credit Union and the Federal Trade Commission have explained how scammers just type whatever number they want into a software program, and that fake number is exactly what pops up on your screen. They totally manipulate your caller ID into displaying the name and number of your real bank. It's a complete forgery. And check this out. This really perfectly illustrates something called SMS alpha tags. See how the fake text messages can drop directly into the totally legitimate text conversation you already have going with your bank? Because the scammer spoofed the sender ID, your smartphone actually groups it with your real older bank alerts. So you look at your text history, you see your old valid balances, and your brain just automatically assumes this new, scary alert must be completely real too. It's incredibly sneaky. So once you actually answer that call, the person on the other end sounds remarkably professional. They might even throw out a fake employee ID number just to sound official. But really, their entire strategy relies on panic and urgency. They're hitting you with these aggressive scare tactics, talking about suspicious wires to a foreign country or weird unauthorized logins. And then here comes the ultimate red flag. They try to isolate you. They'll tell you something like, listen, if you hang up, I can't help you, and hackers are going to clean out your entire account. They're deliberately trying to make you feel like your money is going to completely vanish if you don't follow their exact instructions right then and there. And that leads us to Section 3, the verification code trap. Okay, pay close attention to this, because this is the exact moment the entire scam hinges on. This friendly fraud agent on the phone tells you they're going to send a security code to your device to verify your identity and, secure your money. But here is the terrifying reality. You think the bank is sending a code to lock down your account. But what's actually happening behind the scenes? The scammer is sitting at their own computer on your bank's actual real website. They've typed in your username and they literally just clicked forgot password. So the bank's automated system does its job and texts the real owner, which is you, a 6-digit code to authorize the password reset. The scammer cannot see that code. So they absolutely need you to read it out loud to them so they can type it into their screen, lock you out, and drain your funds.
So the absolutely crucial point here is this: the exact second you read that code to the person on the phone, you are literally handing them the keys to your entire financial life. Like a verified banking employee pointed out on a Reddit forum, once you give them that code, they are in. Within a matter of moments, while you are literally still on the phone chatting with them, they've logged in, they've changed your passwords, and the boldest scammers are already wiring your money away. It's game over.
Let's jump to Section 4, the golden rule. Hang up.
Mom, Dad, listen to me. I know you were raised to be polite, but these scammers completely weaponize your good manners against you. They know you don't want to be rude. They know you don't want to hang up on someone who says they're just trying to help. But honestly, it's time to build an unbreakable reflex. Politeness has absolutely no place when your life savings are on the line. So, here is your fail-safe action plan. If you ever get a suspicious call from the bank, follow the golden rule. Step 1. Hang up the phone immediately. Don't say goodbye, don't apologize, just hang up. Step 2. Grab your physical, debit, or credit card right out of your wallet. And Step 3. Only dial the official number printed on the back of that exact card. Do not Google the bank's phone number. Scammers literally buy fake ads on Google with their own fraudulent phone numbers. You can only trust the plastic card right there in your hand.
And please remember this forever. Legitimate bank employees will never, ever ask for your PIN, your online passwords, or your full debit card number. And they definitely won't ask for a one-time passcode over the phone. Plus, a real bank employee is never going to be offended if you tell them you're hanging up to call the bank directly. Actually, if you tell a real agent, hey, I'm going to hang up and call the number on the back of my card, they'll actually encourage it. The only person who will get angry or try to threaten you if you hang up is a scammer.
Moving to Section 5, emergency steps if tricked.
Look, we're all human, and mistakes absolutely happen. If you ever do accidentally engage with a scammer, or even just feel like something is slightly off, do not panic, and please do not be embarrassed. You just have to act fast because every single minute counts here. First things first, call your bank immediately using that number on the back of your card to freeze your accounts and stop any pending wire transfers. Next, you want to reach out to the authorities, like the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov or ID Care to report the fraud. Then, right away, change the passwords on your bank accounts and your email accounts, and make sure they're strong. And finally, report the whole thing to organizations like ScamWatch. Your quick actions can save your own money for sure, but they can also help shut down these scammers' networks so they don't hurt anyone else.
So, Mom, Dad, and everyone else following along with his explainer today, these scammers have built a literal billion-dollar industry that completely relies on your panic and your politeness. But guess what? Now you've got their playbook. The next time your phone rings with some sort of urgent, catastrophic problem, you know exactly what's hiding behind the curtain. Take a deep breath, break that cycle of panic, and protect your peace of mind. The only question left is, when they call, are you ready to hang up on them?